I would say 80 to 90% of the failures of people who are starting to make a documentary film, particularly a social justice documentary film. And let me say that I really think anybody with a great story can make a good documentary film, a good social justice documentary film. You've got to have your passion, you've got to be committed, and of course you've got to go through some training. But the most important part of it, part of the process, is to avoid the pitfalls. And you avoid the pitfalls by having an old hand, an experienced director or producer by your side, giving you the warning signs. It's like walking in a dark jungle for the first time. Okay, you need to have a guide. Don't go here. There are snakes. Don't go there. There are crocodiles. Don't go here. There's a swamp. Okay, walk this way. Walk that way. Walk this hour. Don't walk that hour. I do yoga. I am into meditation. I think of myself and everybody else as spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings. Now, I tell you one story. I was in India about 5 years ago doing yoga with a yogi. And he was not an ordinary yogi. He was one of the best in India. And India is the birthplace of yoga. An amazing guy, a young guy, and extremely flexible. Like, he would do things with his body. My jaw would, drop. I could not think that was humanly possible, and he was doing all that in front of my eyes. But he said something to me which took me by surprise when I heard it. But then the more I thought about it, the more I realized how wise it was. He said, we never do class yoga in India. Like, a situation where 10 people, 10, 20, 30 people go to one particular space and all of them do the same postures. He said, to us, that whole notion is absurd. Yoga has to be individualized. It has to be customized. It's about you. You have certain issues, certain problems, a certain constitution. You're in a certain physical and mental state, which is unique to you. There are certain postures that are good for you, and there are certain postures that you should avoid. So there is no such thing as one size fits all. It's a materialistic, consumer-based outlook. The same with filmmaking. Filmmaking is not a one-size-fits-all type of philosophy. It's not. It cannot be taught that way. Every project is different. Every person is different. You make films with your character. Okay, what is your character? And every character can make a great film, but you've got to align your character traits with the story you want to tell. And that is a step-by-step process.